Hello, welcome. I'm Professor Samir Mathur. So in this video, I will show you how to analyze categorical data in SPSS. So it's important to be clear what categorical or qualitative data means. It is data that is different than the well-known continuous data. To give you an example, if I head over to our empty cars data set, this is a data set about cars. You notice that I have 32 cars in this data set. And notice here I have a column about the transmission in the car, and each car may have either automatic transmission or manual transmission. Well, right here, what you're seeing is an example of categorical qualitative data, which is even more specifically called nominal data. Okay. In a different video, I will talk to you about ordinal data, which is the other kind of categorical qualitative data. Today in this video, I'm going to focus on qualitative categorical nominal data. And to summarize, the best example I have for you is here where there are two possible levels or states that the transmission of a car can have, which is either manual transmission or automatic transmission. And we are going to learn how to explore how to this kind of a data. So coming right up, what we can do in SPSS is that we can head over to Analyze, go over to Descriptive Statistics, and get into Frequencies. So at this point, it'll open up a box such as this one, and we can select our nominal data. And here I'm looking at all these different data columns, and I'm picking trans, which stands for transmission, as my nominal data. And I'm not going to do anything else right now and just straight away hit the OK button and show you what that gives me. So what that gives me is right here a table um, in which I'm seeing a frequency list of the number of automatic and manual transmission cars. So this data of 32 has 19 and 13 manual automatic and manual transmission cars, and that's what kind of percentages they represent. And below this, I'm seeing a pie chart which got auto created. Okay, so I want to revise this with you once more and show you a few more additional details about this. So I'm going to go right back here. I'm going to go into Analyze. I'm going to go to Descriptive Statistics and Frequency, and I'll make sure I have chosen my the data column that I'm interested in. I can go into Statistics and I can choose what statistics I'm interested in. Here, because we are talking about nominal data, many of these statistics are irrelevant. Uh, so I'm just going to cancel this. I can get into charts and I can actually choose what kind of a chart I would like to auto create. So earlier you saw a pie chart come up, and that was because I had this clicked. If I had said none, then uh, no visualization would have taken place. If instead I choose bar chart, let me go ahead and do that. Do that for you. And you can also choose whether you want the data in percentages or in frequencies. So this time, instead of percentages, let me do frequency. So now I'm asking for a bar chart with frequency. I hit continue, and here I hit OK, and it's recreated the same table, the frequency table. And right here now I have a bar chart with the frequency of both kinds of automatic and manual transmission cars appear. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you one or two ways of just changing the formatting of some of these tables and these visualizations. It would take a few minutes. So I could, for example, double click on this transmission table and notice that there are a bunch of different options and alternatives here where I can go ahead and change a few things. So for example, suppose I select all this data and I change my font to say size 16, so I get them in really large font. Right? This is just one example. Uh, you know, I could further I could select all the data, and maybe I could make it bold if I wanted. I could make it italics. These are just some of the formatting options that you are seeing available here. Um, and there are actually quite a few of these. I could go ahead and, if I do yellow, then, notice that the background turns yellow. Again, my point here is to not impress you with colors and font, but just show you that there is the possibility of modifying uh, the visuals and the tables that we have created here. So there's no save button. So if I hit the X button, this gets saved, by itself. If I show you this pie chart, I can double click on this, and uh, the chart editor opens, and I can actually make a few changes to this as per my wish. There are far too many options for me to cover all, but I will show you one or two of the more interesting ones. For example, if I go here and if I say show data labels, then it's kind of useful because now it's giving me the percentage of both the kinds of cars over here. And I could go into number format here under properties. And let's say if I change decimal places from 2 to 3 and hit apply, then well, now I'm getting them up to 3 decimal places, right? I can, you know, in similar way, I could go ahead and make several other changes to this. I can change the height and width of the chart. I can, do some padding. I can change the orientation of the text. So right here, you're seeing, a weird orientation, that really is not that useful. So I can go back to how it was. I can go to text style. Maybe this font is too small for me, for my taste, and I just want a larger font. And I could, make it 18 and hit apply, and suddenly this number, looks a little nicer. I could, color it red if I so choose, if I so wish. This is just to give you a sense that, I could even go into the fill border, and I could make the border, I don't know, maybe a yellow just for demonstration purpose, but that looks pretty ugly to me actually. So I could go back and change it, and, and whenever I feel comfortable, I could basically hit close and hit X. And right here, what I have is a formatted, not so pretty looking pie chart here. So that's, and in similar ways, I could go in here and I could play around with how I want to format this bar chart. But I'm not going to do this here. This is something I'd let you explore on your own. So my central point is that in this video, I have taught you how to explore, create a frequency table. That's basically what this is. Measure it in frequency counts, or measure it in percentages, and display it as either a pie chart or display it as a bar chart, which are the two very well-known ways of displaying such data. If I take you back here to the types of data, so what I've been really doing is talking to you about categorical data, also called qualitative data. And within that, what I've done is I've covered nominal data, for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Here in this video, I've tried to show you how to analyze a categorical data column using the IBM's SPSS software. So with that, this is Professor Samir Mathur at Carnegie Mellon University signing off.